half of my patients use the Smartee because it's so powerful. I think it can almost solve everything, just like GS for adults. So what's a Smartee solution? Smartee team solution? Clear aligners and my functional trainer is the same with Smartee Kinder. And more, we have some functional applies because some doctors may get used to this kind of some functional applies, so we can provide for you. So clear aligner. So first, let's talk about clear aligner. The clear aligner also have tongue protrusion, tongue grip, and the aligner trimming protocol. The same with Smartee Kinder, but more Smartee team have mandibular repositioning solution. So this is quite important weapons in the Smartee team, because when the patient group is over 10 years old, I find many of the patients have mandibular position problems. The mandibular position problem is that the mandibular at a wrong position, sagittally or transversely or vertically. So we need to solve the mandibular position problem first before we align teeth. So we must use some mandibular repositioning solution S8, S9, S10, and S11, S16 to help the patients get a good bone position. And we also have Smartee button and Smartee hook. It's quite convenient for doctors to use the elastic traction. Quite convenient. So this is the mandibular reposition device. S10, S8, S9, and S10. It seems quite simple. Yeah, of course, the toy, the structure is quite simple, but it's quite useful. So first, you look at the left side is the S8. S8 is the mandibular advancement device. It has two performers. One is S8 SGTB. The other is S8 SGHB. So S8, what means S? S means Smartee. So S. The 8 is sequence number. This is our technical sequence number. It comes to 8, so it means S8. S8, what means the SGTB and the SHB, what means SGTB and SHB? So SG, what means SG? 沈刚 in Chinese, 沈 S 刚 G. So this is the name of Professor Gang Shen. And then the TB. So everyone knows what is TB, twin block. So SGTP is the special designed TB by Professor Gang Shen. Of course, many of our doctors anticipate this new version of the TB. We do a lot of works there. We do a lot of work with the Professor Gang Shen. So this is a clear TB. So it's very similar like the traditional TB that is they have block here in the surface of the occlusion that blocks it. So that's SGTB. And then this is the SGHB. SG, Professor Gang Shen. HB, what is HB? Hertz. Yes, fixed hertz. Now we come to a clear hertz. So we change the traditional TV and the traditional hertz to clear TV and clear hertz. So it comes. It's not invited. It's not invited suddenly. It's invited by Professor Gansen and by the many professors. The 100 years because first we have TV, we have herbs. They are proved to be quite efficient. Then, but they have some shortcomings in the traditional TV and traditional herbs. So we change the form, the performance. Then we come to the clear TV and clear HD, so that we can avoid the traditional shortcomings and we can get better results. So that's the new TV and new herbs. But what's the implication for the HGDP and the SGHP? They are both used to reposition the mandible. They are both used to advance the mandible position. What's the difference? Can we use them as our wish, or can we use them in some quite strict indication? Yes, of course. They have very strict indication. Because we can find that if the mandible moved forward, then we find maybe the posterior region is an open bite. Maybe a big open bite. Maybe an open bite is more than 4 millimeters. Then at that time we must use the TV because there's an open bite there. But when we put the mandible forward, there's no open bite in the posterior region, or just a more than less than 1 or 2 millimeter open bite in the posterior region. We cannot use the SGDP. We must use SGHP or SGHP plus. So there's a new form combined with the SGDP and SGHP, means SGHP plus. What is SGHP plus? So we first use SGHP, then we have a occlusal split of the posterior region, similar to the SGDP, but it's quite thin. It has no enough height to lock the mandibular like the SGDP, so we need SGHP to fix the mandibular position. So the indication for SGDP or SGHP or even SGHP plus is the height, is the degree of the posterior open bite. So you get the meaning. So maybe some doctors will ask me, this question is, well, I always been asked in China thousands of times, when to use HDP and when to use HHP. It depends on the open bite degree, on the posterior region. So this is S8, and then this is S9. S9 have two kinds of performance, anatomical or non-anatomical. In most cases, we only need non-anatomical type because they want to use the S9 vertical problem. If the patient has vertical problem, we need to increase the height of the lower third. We need to use the non-anatomical bite plane to increase the face height. With the S9, we can intrude the lower incisors and we can extrude molars. So we use it very frequently with the non-anatomical S9. But of course, we have another form, is the anatomical form. What's the indication for anatomical? In most cases, before we use anatomical S9, we will use SGTB first, or SGH first. Then we found there are still some small problems at the small problem with the mandibular position. For example, transversally a bit deviation, just a bit deviation, or centrally just a bit retreated. Then we can use the anatomical S9, because anatomical can correct the sagittal and the transverse position of the mandible. So we can use anatomical to get a slightly correction of the mandible position, just slightly. If its mandible position is the sagittal or transverse has a big gap, or it's a big deviation, of course we need to come back to S8. S9 is just vertically change of the mandible position, and a slightly correction of the mandible position with the anatomical type. This is S9, and then we come to S10. So S10 may be quite similar with the SGTB, but S10 we do not have blocks at the lower arch. So it's not used for mandibular advancement, because we have no blocks on the lower arch, so it cannot fix the mandible at a forward position. So we use S10 at what situation, what indication? We use S10 at cases we do not need to put the mandible forward. In which case, two kinds of cases. First is the mandibular deviation. If the mandible is deviated to the right or to the left, only deviation but no sagittal problem, we use the S10 to correct the chain point, from deviation to the fixed middle line. We can use S10. At that cases, the patient do not need to move mandible forward. This is one situation. And another is that we use the retrograde, with the concave, facial concave cases, means the class 3 cases. In class 3 cases, some patients, or maybe crossbite cases, some patient can retreat back their mandible. So maybe a crossbite patient, the patient can retreat back the mandible to edge. So we can treat patient at the retreated position. So how to stabilize the mandible at the retreated position? S10. But maybe some doctors doubt that the patient mandible retreat back. So how can you fix the retreated position? How do you need to fix the position? No, we do not need to do that. We do not need to fix the position like the mandibular advancement device. Because the class 3 case, the crossbite case, the patient retreat back to the retreated position is quite naturally. We do not need to fix it. If you give the patient an S10, a gluten speed with anatomical structure on the surface, the patient can chew food with the structure. So it's quite naturally to have a retreated position. And it will do no harm to the TMJ. So today, before yesterday in Hanoi, a doctor asked me, if we retreat back, what about the TMJ? So I can tell you that in class 3 case, in crossbite case, the TMJ always helps, always in health situation. But if the patient has some deviation, the chin deviation may be a bit unhealthy. But if the medical is the chin point is at the middle line, it's quite healthy. It's overgrowth. It's not absorbed. It's very healthy when even overgrowth. So when you put the medical foot backward, the TMJ will still be very healthy, no problem. So that's for sure. So let's briefly talk about the S8, S9, S10. So, but I have, of course, I have cases to show you later. This is the